And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we are continuing along with Cyril X5 map wad called Shroud of Ashes. This is map 3 where the slime live. I'll tell you, I love this map. It's so much fun, a lot of attention to detail, a lot of fun things in it. I'll point them out as we go along. I think the extra effort Cyril put into this map for the enjoyment of the player is well worth it, and definitely I appreciate it. I hope you do too. When you load up this wad, there are 2 texture files that come with it, so just drag all 3 into GZDoom when you open up the game. Speaking of which, the game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform, and as always, we are playing on the ultra-violence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all 3 of these categories. 74 kills to be had, there are 4 secrets, and there are 4 items. It's my intention to show you how to do and get all of that. Alright, let's pick up our regular shotgun, go get our health bonus, and admire ourselves in the mirror. I think this is a fun little touch, don't you think? Nice Marine, and he's ready to go. So, we exit the door. There is a door to our left and a hallway to our right. We're going to go to our right, pick up the chain gun as we go, and enter this room where there's a small trap. It's going to be a shotgunner as soon as we enter the room. Just dispose of the shotgunner. Now switch to your chain gun. Hit the switch because we are releasing a chain gunner. And it is a lot better to dispose of the chain gunner with a chain gun. So we're going to go out here, face some imps, but we're going to double back. We do want some infighting between the imps and the cacos. So we'll see. It looks like this caco's a little bit too excited. I was hoping there would be more imp fun with him, but I guess not. We do have enough shotgun shells. We also have some chain gun ammo, so that's okay. A few more shots ought to do it. Well, there we go. So that clears out this room, and now we're ready to proceed. That's so you know that's where we came from originally. That's the starting point. In this room, we do have our health bonus, but before exiting, do look behind this bookcase for our first secret. It is the armor. Do go ahead and pick that up. Now, there are some shotgun shells here. Do grab them along with this ammo. This door doesn't open. However, this door does. There will be 3 pinkies inside, but there will also be 2 pinkies that teleport behind you. It'll be behind you unless you hightail it out. So that's what I do. I go and I go ahead and I kind of use this room as an initial hold point. Just careful of the, I guess the lava falls, I guess, so you don't get stuck there. And we do have one more. I guess the door closed on our poor pinky friend. Here we are in the library. There's some stim packs if you need. Before we press the switch, let's go ahead and pick up the armor bonuses and the ammo. As soon as we hit the switch, there will be 3 shotgunners appearing there, so we do want to dispose of them. And now we collect their weapons, and that's that. We can head into this room now. There's even more shotgun shells. Once we hit that switch, that wall will open up and we'll have a gaggle of imps to dispose of, and we'll have to dispose of them before this door will reopen, which it will close once we hit the switch. So let's try to be efficient about it. We have our regular shotgun. We also have a chain gun. By all means, use the weapon you like best. I think the regular shotgun is more than adequate for this task, but sometimes not. I did take a little bit of damage there. Nothing too serious, though. And that's that. And so we've cleared off this room, and there are 3 shotgunners that appear out of right over there on the right. Just got to figure out where they're walking. There's 1, and there's 2. So there's all 3. If you need more armor, there's a little bit more here. And here's a fun little Easter egg. I really like that. The Archvile and the Gray Marine, I guess. They're at a standoff. I don't know if it's a collage, a shadow box. I mean, we don't actually go into that room, but I do think it's a nice design and a nice touch. I do like that. Okay, well, let's head out of here. Actually, the first thing we are going to do, to be honest, before we head out of here, is we're going to get our next secret. Yes, there is a supercharge right there, and we'll just continue along this way. It's a bit of a shortcut, I guess, to our next area. There are 3 or 4, I think it's 3, pinkies. There's a super shotgun in there. We don't really need it for the pinkies, but now that we have it, let's go ahead and break it out. This is a fun House of Mirrors room to me. So right here we have some cacos that are visible there. There's another fun mirror that we can dance around, and we see the other mirror. However, we're going to see that the angle is going to be as if the camera is at a 45-degree angle from us. So you can see what I mean. So I think that's a kind of a fun effect. I'll show you a little bit more in detail after. Let me just perhaps clear out the cacos with our super shotgun. That's my weapon of choice here. You do still have the chain gun. You can go ahead and use it, of course. I saved the chain gun for a section that's going to be coming up. I'll explain that in a moment. You see here? See, you can move back and forth, so it's like the camera is at that face. I don't know. I love it. I think this is such a fun and cool design. So now go ahead and press that switch, and we're ready to advance to the next area. But first we have a couple of imps and a revenant, but the revenant is hidden for now. So let's go ahead and dispose of the two imps. Take out our super shotgun now. Grab the shotgun shells. Again, shotgun ammo is pretty generous here. There's a secret here, but it will release a revenant. So why don't we go ahead. Whoops. Thought for sure the edge of the door would handle that, but I guess not. Yeah, we get our next secret, which is a mega armor. We love that. Ooh, yes. We will like and will need our plasma rifle. Let's grab that. Before we continue making our way down the stairs, you might guess this seems a little too convenient. Yes, it does release that secret, which I'll tag in a moment, but it also releases a Hell Knight who is trying to valiantly guard the supercharge. So here we are, or the Megasphere, excuse me. So there we are. So now we should have all four items and all four secrets. So they are quite nicely placed. I do enjoy that. I do think they were not necessarily a gimme. So I do like the effort put into the placement of those secrets. So I like to use the chain gun here for all of these specters. It's just because I find it a little dark for my taste, and I find the chain gun really lights it up. It helps me see. So maybe you have better vision than I do in this dark, foreboding place, but I don't. So I like to use the chain gun. And it helps me take care of all the specters. There are two actually here, so just be mindful of that. We do get a generous amount of chain gun ammo, and we're going to get replenished for that too, so don't worry. So we just go and check all the areas. Next is over here to our left. I do like the tapestry. And so just peek your way around, because there are specters on both sides, left and right of this hallway. Can we get the other one? No? Well, let's go ahead and dispose of that specter so we can turn our attention to these. Yeah, we do thankfully have a lot of ammo, so this is an area that's been cleared. And yeah, let's go ahead and pick up... Where is that specter? There it is. Let's pick up the rest of the... This area is basically just goodies. Let's go ahead and pick them up. And that is that for this little area. Let's continue along. What would be the best way? Let's see. Let's go to the right. Or is it to the left? Yes, this way. This is just actually items collection. So we've cleared this area. It's just easy to miss because there are no more enemies down this hall. Okay, so we've gone ahead and cleared that area. We're going to go up and to the left. And this is where we came in. So now we're going to go to the right. And we're going to go straight. Oop. Where'd he go? Well, there he is. Like I said, it's hard to see. Okay. Yeah, and here's just more plasma. This doesn't lead anywhere else. Okay, so we've now cleared that area. It's pretty dark, and it could get a little confusing. Do feel free to use your map if you need to. It's there for use. I don't use it a lot, but I do use it sometimes when I'm in a kind of a catacomb. All right, so let's go ahead now. Maybe we'll just continue with the chain gun. Okay, and from here, I guess we're going to continue around. And now some Hell Knights. We have two. We'll dispose of them. And head over, pick up these goodies. There is a generous amount of ammo, there's no question. Now break out your plasma rifle. We're going to need it for the big boss, which is going to be a cyber demon, but this is an archvile, so we're going to need a little help. So I like to use the plasma rifle. So let's go ahead. Let's give Archie a good blasting. Get out of the way. And that's that. So we've now cleared out that enemy. Let's see here. So now we go up and around. And the last remaining enemy, other than the Spectre, is going to be the Baron. Should you use the Plasma? You can. I am kind of stingy with the Plasma when I know I have a Cyber Demon to face. So I keep all of my Plasma that I didn't use for the Archvile for the Cyber Demon. So, okay, so the Baron was guarding the switch. Press it, will reveal this teleporter, which will reveal this switch. Now we're facing the Cyber Demon. Let's go and fire. Now, those little skull posts do block the fire, but for both of us. So just be mindful of that. All right. Maybe not the best dodging, but it was adequate. Is that fair to say? I think so. Let's have a final count. Yes, all 80 kills and 4 secrets and all 4 items. Indeed, we are done. Let's head over here. And voila! Where the slime live. I love this map. I think all the little details, all the graphics, the mirror stuff, really a lot of fun. Even the catacombs, which I don't usually love because it's so dark. Super fun. I really, really enjoyed this map. I highly recommend it. It's definitely a play over again and again kind of map. That's just for me. If you enjoyed the map as much as I did, or if you just enjoyed the walkthrough, maybe it was helpful, maybe it was just fun, yeah, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. But for now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today, and we will see you next time.